Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life with Marianne and Joe. And today what I'm doing is some odds and ends, this and that, trying to finish up my fall 2021 decor. This is probably the last video before my house tour, hopefully. And today you can see here we are in the kitchen, and I added those moldings up there on top of the window to give it character. It reminded me of how my windows were when I grew up in the house that I grew up in. And it also affords me an area to decorate for the seasons, especially for fall and for Christmas. Usually during the year, the spring and the summer, I don't really put much up there, but if I wanted to, I could. You could use it for plates, you can use it for a variety of things, but in today's video, I'm going to be adding leaves up there. And you can also see I fixed the window treatments. I made these faux Roman blinds out of a single drape panel, and I used wire ribbon on each side to pull up and make that swag. All right, so what I'm going to be using are these bright orange leaves because they coordinate with what's going on in the family room, and my theme is an old-fashioned New England fall, so it does coordinate with that whole orangey yellow look. I'm showing you this scraggly piece of garland because this is what I use, as one of my friends on YouTube says, as the Velcro, as the sticking point for everything else. So you can see I have my garland up there, and it is ready to accept whatever I want to put in it. Now, the scragglier the better because you really don't want to see it. So here we go, putting the leaves in. All right, so I ran out of leaves, so this is what it is. And the next thing what I'm going to do is add in these picks, which we got from the Dollar Zone. Can you believe that those are $1? Sometimes I'm amazed at what we find there. But this will give that piece some texture and some interest and add to the design. And of course, I'm going to add in pine cones there. Someone asked me how I attach the pine cones. I put the wire around the base of the pine cone, and then I have the wire, which is used as a hook or wire into the garland, so it stays exactly where you want. And I'm taking a Jello break right now because this is a lot of work. This is hard work. It is not easy. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of moving. It's a lot of doing, and I needed my Jello. So here you go. I have this picture with the rustic baskets and some more picks and some more garland, and I'm going to do the two side windows, and that's what I came up with. I didn't have a lot of leaves left, so you can see I did use other little picks and the pine cones and the pictures to kind of fill in above that area, and there are the tops of the windows right there. Now we're moving over to the mantle over the stovetop, and I have to be careful here because I don't want anything to drop into what Marianne's cooking because she'll get mad at me. So I put the garland way up on the top up there because those things shed and we don't want anything in the pots. I then added in some of these leaves cascading down over the cabinets. These are a little bit different. If you notice, they have a little bit more green in them. Two more of those Dollar General plates that we all have and love. This beautiful cornucopia with a slight glistening to it. And these little vases, which I got at the Christmas tree shop. And these pumpkins, which are bamboo band covered. And here is the top of the stove. It's pretty, right? I like looking at it. All right, so now we're going to move into another room on this tabletop, and I change it out anyway, but initially what I did was I put these sticks up on the side because I wanted height, and then this leaf plate right here, and then I added in a candle and this big glass jar with some pumpkins in it, but I changed it, so I didn't dwell on that. Down in the corner over here at this bar area, I have this great wicker basket, and it's actually in the shape of a pumpkin, and it has those little, frilly curlicues on it that make it look like a pumpkin. So what I did was I added a piece of garland in there and some leaves and some more pumpkins, and it just puts a spot of color in that otherwise bare corner. So I thought that looks really pretty, and you can see it as you walk into the room. It kind of like hits you in the eye. Over on the other side in this wall unit, I cleared out this top shelf up here, and I'm using my mother and father's turkey platter, which I love looking at it. It brings back so many good memories. I moved that leaf over here behind it and that jar filled with pumpkins and leaves. I added in a couple of orange candles, and I added in these little pilgrims here that say, give thanks. So I thought that little area became very festive very quickly, and it was really simple process. I also have this box over here that I added some moss and some leaves spilling out of, a picture of leaves, and a little touch of a pumpkin on top of that runner that you notice also has leaves printed on it. All right, so now I took out the one lamp and I put in two lamps. I then added in this picture, which, because it had a tree on it, this hay bale, and wow, did I make a mistake. I took that out of the plastic a long time ago. Don't do that. It sheds like crazy. It just makes a mess all the time. But anyway, I like the way it looks. And I moved it over. I added in some pumpkins, leaves, pine cones, and more 4x4s right there that say fall this time. Now, moving into this picture that I made, this relief picture last year, I took hot glue and I made this design around the outside of the mirror, and then I painted the whole thing white. But for fall, I needed something over the couch in my my New England autumn. So I painted this with orange and yellow paint. So here I go. I'm putting on a burgundy-ish throw, and I'm going to add in 3 pillows, a burgundy pillow, a plaid burgundy and orange and gold pillow, and we just got new pillow covers. They're like burnt orange velvet. We got them through Amazon. They're really, really, really nice. Both Marian and I were really surprised and happy with them. And there you go. You can see it right there. So each couch is going to have those 3 pillows, and I'm probably going to play with that a million times. All right, everybody. So thanks for stopping by like always. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like. It really helps me out. And the home tour will be coming really soon. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care.